Welcome to the Unsuppressed YouTube channel. It's your boy, Mr. S. King Cole.
And your boy, Diddz UK, a.k.a.
the two miserable bastards, and we're coming at you with a rant episode.
Oh, my
two
days.
subjects that we're going to discuss with you that Diddz and I are not happy about, yeah? So, the first one, as you can see from the title of the video, is, well, just take a look at this bullshit.
Hello.
Yeah.
Bro,
I don't even know where to start, bro.
Right. Now let me start. Let me just say something.
Why? Go. You go.
What I would like to know is, right, what is the sense? What is the point? Right? Please just answer me that question. What is the point of this crate challenge? I'd like to know. Because all you're doing is mashing up yourself.
Allegedly, it was started by Snoop Dogg. And I think it was only a joke. Yeah, I think it was, I looked it up and he was on some program and he dared someone to do it and it just became a craze. I don't know how true that is, but
okay.
Why do people do this mad shit? I just don't get it. Like,
listen,
it don't make no sense. Why? Go.
Bro, I can't fathom why you would want to go do that and hurt yourself. And I don't care who started it, whether Snoop Dogg did start it or not, or whatever. I really don't care. It could be the Queen that started it, the president. It's still bollocks. There's no point in it. There's no sense. You just mash it. And the thing is, on a serious more tip, it could become, you could break your neck doing that.
Can you imagine me and my big self on these crates?
Bro,
you know what we should do? I'm gonna stack 4. Just 1, 2, and 1. And that's me. That's the challenge.
No, but I mean, look at the first clip, like the first clip with that the big woman. Why would you even think about doing that?
Exactly. With all due respect, as I just said, I'm a big guy. Why would I even think these crates would take my weight?
That's what I'm saying.
Why would I do that? Like, who? For who? Who knows something impressed apart from embarrassing myself?
But this is what I'm saying, just to make people laugh after you. Do you understand? That's it. But I tell you what as well, which is quite frustrating and annoying. I find that every time America comes out with these challenges,
the UK,
England,
love follow.
They follow suit, like they snap it up. Why? I don't understand why. Why can you not do something? Why can we not do something ourselves? Do you understand me? Why do you have to follow? It's just silly. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I just don't get it, bro. I don't get it.
Do you know what? I don't even know where you can. Do you see crates about in England that much? I don't.
I don't see crates. Unless you're doing like, when they get the crates from like, your shopping centers or sorry, like Tesco's, Sainsbury's or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they're bringing in loaves, like if you go to Iceland.
Oh
You
yeah,
see
yeah,
them
yeah, 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 yeah. But nah, England's too follow fashion. They take up
100%.
everything after the Americans.
Everything.
And want to start embarrassing yourself, dropping all these
my
things.
God.
Yeah,
I don't
and like
understand.
you said, man, you're coming down hard. Yeah, one of those
Bro,
great
did you see the man
all
Bruv,
over?
Did you not just see the clip where he's out there in Jamaica going acting a fool and rare, and then
And
bam, right in his middle
by kicking out, like start dance it off.
Bro,
Like,
you was in pain, bro. You was in pain. Yeah,
you know
was
he
in
caught
pain.
his balls. I don't care, bro. That's
Bro.
painful. He caught his balls.
He's lucky one of his balls didn't end up in one of the holes in the crate. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Can you imagine that? Ow! No. You have to style it.
Wait, have you seen Baywatch? Have you seen Baywatch?
Yeah. Zac Efron.
Yeah, Zac Efron. Yes, when it wasn't him, but one of them must have got his thing stuck in the crates, fam, in the plank of wood.
Yes,
and the whole crowd was surrounded. That's what would happen. Your balls them sink in one of them holes. How you gonna get it out when it's all inflamed and shit, bruv?
Yeah. No.
And you have to walk with your legs wide out like that, with a crate in the middle hanging. Stop with this stupidness. Stop with it.
People just too. You know what? People just too follow fashion, man. Just
100%.
Allow that.
100%.
I don't see why anyone would look at that and think, yeah, that's a good idea to do. Yeah, let me follow. And you know what? In that clip, the amount of kind of big people, like adults older than us, doing it as well,
bro.
I mean, the lady, when the music cut in, she looked like she had a kind of bear in her head.
Like a can of Stella or something. You know what I mean? She might go home and go to the husband and start tearing into him.
Innit? Look what I've done in my day.
Yeah, look what I've done. I hurt myself on the crate challenge and now I'm taking it out on you. Do you get what I mean?
Oh, man.
I hurt myself and I'm taking it out on you. That's what kind of Stella does.
It's really scary or surprising how viral this thing has gone. Yeah. And I just
but it's the power of the power of the internet, innit? It's the power of the internet. That's what it is. You know, and especially if you say if what you said is a correct or alleged that Snoop Dogg started it as a joke to his circle, it just goes to show how viral something can go so quick. It can spread like fire. Do you get what I mean?
You don't see the likes of Snoop Dogg doing it though, do you?
Of course not.
Yeah?
Do you really think Snoop Dogg's got the time to be doing all this stacking up the crates and then to go and walk on top of them, fall over with his tall self and end up busting his neck? That's like a giraffe climbing up fucking steps or something.
Do you remember the Kiora advert? Yeah. The long man just with the hands swinging like this.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's what it would look like.
That's what it would look like.
And you know what? Snoop would probably just float down. If he dropped, he'll just float.
It's so cool, innit? His vibe is so nice and chilled, innit? His vibe is so chill.
Just like,
it just float him down like it ain't nothing,
and land on his feet and just say, Dog style.
Yeah, real G. You know what I mean? Or something like that. 100%. But they ain't Snoop Dogg. And they're up there brocking their necks and smashing up their backs and no sense. None whatsoever.
At all.
None. Yeah? None. Stop it!
Behave yourself, man. Just stop this stupidness. Yeah, go listen to the Unsuppressed podcast instead. That's a more productive thing to do.
Episode 20 is out already and you lot are there doing Crate Challenge.
And it's on all digital platforms.
What's the matter with you? Come on, brothers. Sisters, sort yourself out, mate. You know what I mean? But I tell you something else. Can we just move on from the crates? Because it's just so silly. I don't even want to go into it anymore.
All right. So something else what bust today. Let me just bring it up on the screen. This is causing a bit of a storm. Yeah? Miss Cheryl Tweedy, Cheryl Cole, Cheryl, whatever her name is. I think allegedly she's going by as Cheryl Tweedy now. So Cheryl Tweedy has been announced as a new presenter or a fronting of a podcast on the BBC Sound called You, Me and R&B with Cheryl. Now, cut a long story short, a lot of people are doing their nut. The black society are not happy about it, thinking, why couldn't a black person be fronting this podcast? Now, I personally agree, considering you've got the likes of Trevor Nelson, who's on Radio 1 or 1 Extra, why wouldn't you get him to front it?
There's so many people.
What connection does Cheryl
to R&B? Have to R&B.
Why would anyone in their right mind think, right, we're going to bring out a new podcast talking about R&B and its influences, and Cheryl Cole.
Cheryl Tweedy.
Tweedy, sorry. It's always Cheryl Cole to me. I don't business.
Yeah, I know.
Cheryl Tweedy. Why would you select her?
But can I just say something quickly? We are going to start off by how the narrative in the urban culture is right now regarding this situation. But we're also going to flip it and see, is there another side to it? Yeah? We're just going to keep it, like that. Sorry, bro.
So what do you mean what do you mean by that?
So what I mean is, yes, is it right for her to be in the podcast? No, it's not. Yeah, it's not right. Did BBC do it on purpose? Were they aware? We'll get into that. Do you see what I mean? Was it a stupid mistake? Was it somebody being naive?
I think it was a naive move. I don't think they necessarily wanted to isolate a black person from doing it.
No, but we'll get into that.
I think it was just one dumb decision. It's just
no, but bro, all right. This is what I'm saying. What's the word I'm looking for?
Connection. What criteria? What
credentials does she have?
Yeah. Why would you think R&B and then Cheryl Tweedy?
Yeah. Why would that come into your head? What about you've got again Beverly Knight, like Gina Yashere said, Beverly Knight, Jamila. Yeah, you've got Jamelia. Yeah, you've got Shola Amma. You've got so many Estelle. You've got so many Kelly LaRock. You've got so many other artists. And like you said, Trevor Nelson. I think the
number one person should have been Trevor Nelson, who's works with the BBC already, and that's what he specializes in, R&B. Why would you think Cheryl Tweedy would be
suitable,
or a match woman, a match for this? And like that, obviously, and just like Gina Asheray said in her rant, there must not have been any black person in that room when that decision was made. Or I like to say, any black person of any good sense in that room when that decision was made. Because I think they just picked her because her popularity. Yeah. And because 100%. Obviously with her doing the X Factor, what I personally think she had no right to be on anyway. Because it's not like, is she really a big star in her own right?
No, listen, bro. Cheryl Tweedy, right, was with a group called Girls Aloud. I'm sure they only had like a few. I'm sure they had like a few tracks.
Yeah, that was it. Few.
That was it.
Yeah.
Then she came out on her own, which I felt was probably better on her own than when she was with Girls Aloud. Yeah. However, it doesn't warrant you doing a podcast about rhythm and blues, R&B. Yeah.
And this is it. Well, all right. So, devil's advocate. I did see someone else talking about it this morning, and the guy said it's not about her representing R&B. It's what R&B meant to her and how it evolved her relationship with R&B. But still, like, that's like if you wanted to make a podcast about Bollywood, would you get a white person to do that?
No, you wouldn't.
Would you?
Or
say they was going to make a podcast about reggae music. Who are you gonna got? They probably get David Rodigan or someone. Well,
Yeah, but
even
David
he's got a
Rodigan,
little
he
bit of
knows.
credentials.
No, but he knows his music. He knows his stuff. He's been around the music industry, reggae music, for a very, very long time. Everybody in Jamaica knows David Rodigan. Everybody in the UK, everybody probably around the world knows David Rodigan. So he would probably be more of a match in regards to reggae. But my thing is, like you said, it's like having a reggae podcast, but you're getting like Ed Sheeran. You understand what I'm saying? There's no, but there's no connection. There's no connection. Do you understand me? She wasn't an R&B singer. She wasn't a, they could have got
what was the singer?
What was she could have got someone from Eternal, or if that was the case, that kind of poppy R&B type music, like. Come on.
Yeah, but that's not even R&B, man.
That's not even R&B. That's very
music.
poppy. Yeah, that's
and
very
the thing
poppy.
Is, like what you and I were discussing earlier today, they're thinking about R&B, all right, here and now. But let's go to the roots of R&B. What does R&B mean? Rhythm and blues, yeah? So you're talking about, this goes back to the 1960s.
Of course, Nat King Cole, James Brown. Yeah, all of them people there.
All them man there.
Smokey Robinson, all of these people, bruv. You understand? All of these people. You can go on and on, bruv.
You're getting Cheryl Tweedy to talk about you, me, and R&B.
You, me, and R&B.
I'm not saying that she's not a fan of it. I'm not going to take
she might
know her stuff. I'm not going to knock it. But
no, but she might be influenced by it.
Yeah, she might be influenced by it.
But it doesn't mean it warrants you having a podcast about it.
Yeah.
Do you understand me?
It's more to, like, do you think Cheryl Cole, I keep saying that, Cheryl Tweedy should have turned it down, looked at it and thought, nah, this isn't the right look for me. But obviously she's looking cheddar, isn't it? But
yeah, of course. I think for her, it's probably just a money thing. And, excuse me, I think she's probably thinking it's a money thing. She's got kids, whatever. Whatever the case is. But what she should have done is really looked at it and thought to herself, do you know what? I don't think this is the right move for me. Don't call it you, me, and R&B.
Yeah.
Do you understand me? What you should have said is
like,
you, me, and music or something along those lines.
What R&B done for me? How R&B influenced me? That's what it should be.
But what I'm saying is she's...
Or how I feel about R&B. But like...
The title of You, Me and R&B with Cheryl it's not a match. It's not a connection. It doesn't connect. Like when you're playing FIFA and you got the players where they're red in your squad because they don't connect and all of that. It doesn't connect. It don't connect. It don't connect. It does not connect. And I don't understand why she would even accept it. There's no point in that.
I'm not going to knock her for accepting it because obviously she feels she's got a relationship with R&B, and she might be looking at cheddar. She's getting paid. She's not doing it for
all right, so look at this.
And she ain't doing too much work at the moment, is she?
No, okay, we haven't seen her for a hot minute. Okay, but let me ask this question though. Again, rightfully, big up Gina Yashere, right? She posted a picture of when Cheryl punched a bathroom attendant in the face, right? And called her a racist term, right? Now, all of a sudden, you are the face of you, me, and R&B. Do you understand?
Yeah.
State. Yeah? Yeah? State.
She is now the face of R&B.
Yeah.
Yes, that is something that should have been taken into consideration.
Exactly. I know people, I know people.
Obviously, she was married to Ashley Cole, who's a mixed race guy.
Yeah.
So, quote unquote, I can't be racist if I married a mixed race guy or a black guy in her eyes.
Really?
Yeah, it still doesn't stop what you said at the time, innit? And
exactly. Whether you was drunk, whether you was whatever, the fact of the matter is, she did it, she said it, she abused that woman, you've seen the pictures, she got a black eye, everything. Now, you want to be the face of you, me, and R&B with Cheryl. Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to here to diss her or slate her or nothing, but that's not a good move. You are not the right person. She's not the right person to do that podcast. They could have picked 1,000,001 other people to do it. Even, I'm not even saying somebody, get a black person. That's not even what I'm saying. But somebody like you said, David Rodigan, Tim Westwood, David Rodigan. I know
Tim Westwood's more hip hop.
Yeah, but he knows his music.
If it was a hip hop show, and Tim Westwood, I get you. It's not even the fact that she's white, I think, is the issue.
No, it's not. It's not.
I don't see it. It's just who she is. And
right, because there's no R&B there. There is no R&B. It's pop music. There's no R&B. What we class growing up as R&B, Jodeci, R. Kelly, even though we don't like the R. Kelly movements now, but R. Kelly, all of these artists, Joe, John B., Backstreet, this goes on, Keith Sweat, it goes on and on and on and on and on, bruv. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying to you?
Brian
but nowhere, Brian McKnight, there's nowhere have you seen Cheryl Tweedy's group, Girls Aloud, or her song in R&B charts. It's not R&B, bruv. It's not R&B. It's pop. It's a soulful pop.
Yeah, if the podcast still goes ahead, I doubt it, the backlash has been so big.
I heard,
Now, I'm going to have to take the time to go listen to it now. Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I would like to.
Then we can actually critique it for what it is. Because it's very interesting to see what actually she's saying on the pod.
Yeah. I'm not dissing her because, she needs, it's money. Everybody's paper is money, do you know what I mean? But you should know what moves to make and what not to make. Do you get what I'm saying? That's not a good move. Now, just want to flip it.
I think, but looking at it from her point of view, she obviously feels she has an in-depth knowledge of R&B. So that's why she done it. Or has a big love for R&B.
Yeah, but she might do, but that's not no difference.
Her love for R&B. So
okay, but then just say...
I don't actually blame her for taking it.
No, but then what she should have done is change the show and just put my love of R&B podcast or my whatever.
She's coming in there genuine though, isn't it? She's coming in. Yeah, I love R&B. Yeah. I want to talk about my relationship, my journey with R&B on the podcast. She's not thinking about, I'm fronting this. I'm supposed to be representing the whole genre as someone who's invested in it. She's not thinking like that.
Yeah, I hear you. She's just thinking, I need to jump on it and get some work.
Opportunity.
Yeah, and get some
just
work.
As much as like you and I love my house music, but I'm telling you, there's a lot more people out there that know a lot more about house music than me.
Of course.
You know what I mean? But someone said, I want you to front it. And I'm coming with my understanding and limited knowledge compared to someone else who's been in it for years and knows every producer and that. They would be a better candidate than I would, possibly.
Of course, that's what I'm trying to say, though.
That's why you can't really knock her. I'm making sense, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. I shouldn't really knock her because it's a job at the end of the day. It's a job. She's got kids. It's bread and butter for the house. I get it. Do you understand me? But at the same time, you're not the right person.
You've got to take in consideration the heads at the BBC. Then this always happens. They don't think on a bigger scale. They don't think about things in a different perspective. They just think, Cheryl Cole, she likes R&B. She knows a lot. Let's get her to front the podcast. Not thinking about how it's going to be accepted
or how it's going to look.
Means.
But they should have really had more consideration for them to have thought of that BB for that podcast, or maybe she pitched it to them. I don't know. But for that podcast to really be a pilot or for it to have gone through the process, they should have thought, but hold on. Are you the right person for this? Because my thing is this, the title of You, Me and R&B, it just makes people think, really? Really? Now, if she had put my love for R&B or R&B and me, or do you understand? Something, the different title. I'm not saying that obviously people will still have the opinions, but for You, Me and R&B, do you get what I mean? You're not just, she's just not the right person.
We don't know how the context of the podcast is going to be structured because she could be interviewing R&B artist is.
Yeah, she could be.
So that's another way of possibly looking at it. She should be getting all these artists in
R&B, yeah.
So,
but I was going to say that. That's why I was going to flip it.
It said you, me, and R&B. So I'm thinking the you is the artist and the listener, and me is obviously herself.
Yeah,
you know so she could be getting on all of these Misa Paris and Estelle's and stuff. You don't know, and doing interviews and talking about R&B. So would that be acceptable? Could we live with that? Maybe. Hold on. It would seem a little bit better, wouldn't it? It would seem a little bit more digestible, wouldn't it?
Yes, it's true. She could actually be interviewing, and I get that. And that's probably a good podcast to listen to, especially if she's going to be interviewing people like Beverly Knight or English R&B artists, like you say, Misha Paris, blah, 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 blah. I get that. But I just don't think she's the right face to have as that podcast. Do you get what I mean? I just don't think she's the right person. I understand she's doing it with a genuine attitude and a genuine thing. Yeah. I get it. Do you know what I mean? But also, what I wanted to ask was, has the BBC got something, or do they take ownership of that?
Well,
surely, like, again, the BBC could have picked anybody. They have access to anybody. So they could have reached out to Misha. They could have reached out to Beverly Knight. They could have reached out to...
my
do you understand me?
Would have been Trevor Nelson, who's already working with the BBC.
There you go. I don't know
why they would have, unless he got offered it and was unavailable. Who's to know?
You would have thought about somebody else, though, wouldn't you?
The first person you would have gone to if the BBC thought they were going to do a podcast.
But this is my point. Did they do it on purpose? Is it something just to stir it up and catch? Is it a publicity
stunt? I think it's just naive and ignorance. It's just foolishness. It's just, I don't think they're not that callous that they want to create a media
storm.
No,
but that's good media, though. That's good. I was going to say, that's good exposure, though. Especially if it's
I'm going to listen to it if it does go.
But this is what I'm saying. Everybody's going to listen to it now because they want to see what the content is. They want to see what it's like.
Yeah.
So that's the whole point of stirring up a storm and launching your thing. That's what people do to get people to go and buy their albums or buy their books or buy their films, whatever it is. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear that.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, anyway, that's the rant over for me.
Yes.
Yeah, crate challenge, shit, and this.
Yeah, stop this crate challenge. It's bullshit. It's utter bullshit. It's as bad as wearing bonnets on the road, plus sliders and socks. Stop it. Yeah?
Listen, stop the crate challenge.
Must listen to me, man.
Yeah, end it. Stop it. Don't do it. Yeah, It is not good. No. Yeah, it's not good. No, it's not. Anyway, thank you guys for listening to our rant and listening to the Unsuppressed podcast with your boy Diddz UK.
And your boy Mr. S. King Cola.
AKA
the Two Miserable Bastards.
That's right.
If you want to...
There you go. Check it out. If you want to check us out on Instagram, it's at the Unsuppressed Podcast.
And if you want to check us up on our email, you can email us at the unsuppressedpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, that's a blessing. We've got a few to go through still, but that's good. That's good. But thank you, everybody. We appreciate you. And don't forget, tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
Uh-huh.
Peace.